So as I consider telling my story, and when I say my story, I'm just talking about maybe something similar to what those that have been involved in AA would think of as what happened, what it was like, and what it's like now. I think that's a pretty good formula for telling them the story. But this story doesn't have an agenda to convince somebody to attend AA and work a program or not attend AA and work a different program. I simply want to share my story, and the reason I want to, and here's the agenda, is that I really believe that there's a lot more to recovery than sobriety. And I'm not the first person in the world that's ever said that. But I think I'm kind of uniquely positioned in the fact that I've been sober for so long. And that with what it looked like for me when I began, what I experienced over these past 43 years, and what I found along the way, I kind of think that I have found some things that a lot of people have not. And that my message of hope is that the path that I have been on brought me to a place which is pretty fucking good. Really nice. By the way, AA gave me permission to use that kind of language, and I really appreciate that about Alcoholics Anonymous. That most meetings that I ever went to, that was normal language. It was a little shocking at first, actually. There's a lot of things shocking about AA at first. Like, for me, all that hugging. Oh my God, come on. And it wasn't just men and women hugging, which was very strange. If they weren't married, what the hell were they doing hugging each other? It was men and men hugging and women hugging, and it surprised me, all the profanity. It was one thing to hear it from the men, but when I heard it from the women, God, what is up? So the hugging, the profanity. And in 1982, they had to have what they called non-smoking meetings because everybody smoked. Not everybody, but a lot of people smoked. And it was legal and customary to smoke inside. I got sober in Kalispell, Montana. And most of the meetings that I went to were at a place called the Mountain Fellowship, which was, I don't think it's there anymore, but the county jail, Flathead County Jail, was right there on the very same lot that the Mountain Fellowship was on. And from the meeting rooms upstairs, if you sat in the right place, you could look out a window and look right directly into these very narrow, thin windows of the jail. And the irony of that was just incredible. And I remember feeling so righteous, like, yeah, those people in there, they deserve to be in there. They were smarter and they were more responsible. And this is me just coming into AA, I'm thinking this. They wouldn't be there. And then one day I'm sitting in one of those meetings and looking out that window across at the jail and thinking, I could be in there. I should be in there. And I thought about all the times that I drove drunk and all the times that I stole money and all the times that I broke the law. And that's one of the things that AA did for me, is just really helped me get honest with myself about all the things that I had done, about what a hypocrite I was and how delusional I had been with my pride and my ego and making myself somehow better than everybody else. I see I'm coming up on 5 minutes, so I'm going to stop. I'll pick it up in the next one.